Hey folks, how you doing? Leducium here, and welcome to another Let's Play of StarCraft 2 Nexus Wars. We're loading into a game right now. It is Friday night, around 7:30, and yeah, this should be fun. Haven't played in a little while, so let's see how it goes. Maybe I'll play Zerg. I don't think I've played Zerg in a long time, so should be a fun match, but unless we lose, then it's a horrible match, and I hate this game, and I hate everyone, and I don't want to play no more. But if we win, it'll be a fun match. So, anyways, let's load up, see what happens, and hopefully, it'll be a good game for everyone. Here we go. I am the orange dude, and we are already... No, the other team is down a player. Pink has left. Okay. What is this guy going to build? You gonna pick something? Alright, good. He's going Zerg. I guess I'll go toss. I don't like to double up on class. It's my own personal preference, and my dog is here wanting me to play with him. No! Later. After this. Yellow is left, so the other team is down too. That is a shame. Luckily, these people were not very good. Oh, 2-48 win-loss ratio is pretty bad, and so is a 1-2-3 win-loss ratio, although 1-2-3, not 1-2-3, is not horrible. It just means the guy hasn't played a lot of games. And two players, this guy has a decent win-loss ratio, and this guy has a decent win-loss ratio. At least he's played a lot of games, so we'll see how they do. They might actually do alright with two players. And it'll be tough, but it is possible they could pull it off. We've got this guy here, top 3-8 win-loss ratio for pink. This is 23-26, so he's almost 50% for black. Here I am with a 48-64 win-loss ratio, and red is 15-17. So not overly experienced players, but not noobs either, I would say. So we're building a zealot, we're building a sentry. What's he building? He only has one spawning pool or a couple of zerglings. Alright, maybe he's got some kind of metagame going. Or maybe he's saving up for something big. You know, I don't do this enough, but let's chrono boost one of these guys just for the hell of it. It's a waste of minerals, I know, but kind of fun too. I should be using this in the later game. I really don't do this quite often enough. I should always be chrono boosting cannons when the need arises, way before using a nuke, and chrono boosting units when we're kind of tied in the middle for pushing. So let's see what's happening. Up top, we've got two zealots here and a roach, and they are killing his reapers. Down here, we've got my zealot and his zerglings, and we have a hydralisk already, and they're using their builders to try to repair the hydralisk, which I didn't know you could do. I thought you could only repair mechanical units. Maybe you can repair whatever you want, and then to try to also kill my units here. But we've got my sentry, and it's going to lay waste to the hydralisks, and it has a shield, which will help with the damage as well. And I'm going back here, and I'm going to build something as soon as I can. I think I will build a stalker, because I think stalkers are good, and they're a decent counter to the hydralisks. I could always be a dick about it and just try to build a Dark Templar. Not that it's hard to counter. Sometimes it throws players off a little bit because it is a stealth unit, but it is very easy to just counter. So that's why I usually don't like to build them, but this is a weird game. It is 2-on-4, so maybe I'll do that just for the hell of it. Of course, if they're going Zerg, Storm Assassin is the better way to go, because Storm Assassins can just AoE an area, and they are absolutely devastating to large amounts of Zerg, and that is what Zerg does. They have their own stealth unit there, the Lurker. Not a big deal. My sentry will flush that out, and in fact, I should be building another sentry at this point, because if he's going to go stealth, well, then I'll just go double sentries. So we'll do that. Sync these two up. And then I will work towards building some stalkers, I think. Let's go spawn a sentry, then sync those two up so they spawn at the same time. And they're not going to be quite synced up with my zealot, but that's alright. We don't want these cloaked units to get out of hand, so hopefully that'll take care of that. He's building roaches, and that's pretty much it. What are they building up here? So he's building a couple of zealots, sentry, and a stalker, and here 3 roaches and 2 zerglings. They're doing alright up top. They are pushing into their base, although this is way too early in the game, so it's not going to be that much of a push. And they are, of course, making their way over here, which is annoying. And let's go ahead and attack these guys. Hopefully we can get these things killed.
Oh, that's just great.
And there go my sentries, which will detect these units. And hopefully this will be enough to push them back. I don't want to have to cannon if we don't need to. And let's go ahead and let's build that Storm Assassin, actually.
Yeah,
I like me some Storm Assassins, and I'm going to build it here.
You're the boss.
Oops, I'm going to build it there so that I can place a cannon behind a wall, and I think that'll be useful to us. Now, we just destroyed one of their buildings. This is not good for them at all. So they are actually in pretty bad shape here. If we destroy this building, they will be, it'll be very tough to recover for them. They are losing large amounts of minerals, and not to mention they are losing unit production. So they really needed that cannon earlier. This might be game over for them. We shall see, but I think it is. At this point, they did manage to get a cannon out, but we have a lot of units here, and we did a lot of damage to their base. This is going to be very hard to recover from, folks. They are repairing that cannon, but barely. Is it going to last? No, it's going to be destroyed, and they do nuke, but I think they used 2 nukes. That is not good at all. I hate to say it, but this might be GG for them. I do hate to declare GG early on before it is definite, but that looks pretty bad. So as soon as I can build something, I will build another unit. Let's build a stalker out here.
Yep.
We are doing a lot of damage, and we're fighting back on the bottom here as well. We are pushing back, but we did so much damage up top, it is going to be very, very hard for them to recover. Watch me say GG, and of course it turns out that they win. But we shall see. We shall see indeed. In diddly doodly. Quite indeed. So I am going to take this opportunity and build a pylon as soon as I have the resources, because we are doing perfectly fine as far as those things are concerned. My Storm Assassin is doing his thing. And there is invisible lurkers. Of course, the sentries will make that completely null and void. And there we go. And they did push us back up top, which is good for them. They do, because they have less players, they do get a player mineral advantage, and they're going heavy mutas, huh? So we will have to counter those in a little bit. Are they building the mutas in the middle? They probably are, so that they can move them towards the top or towards the bottom as they see fit. Archons are good, Phoenixes are good, anti-mutas, and maybe I will start building Phoenixes in the middle here. So I was planning on building a pylon, but went with the Phoenix instead, and let's make sure that it spawns down here. Now I'll build a pylon. So how are we doing up top? Doing alright up top. Their mutas are, of course, doing a good amount of damage because we don't have that much anti-air. Of course, the stalkers will come out, and the stalkers will be able to hold off the mutas a little bit. And we have our own lurker up here, which is good enough. And their mutas up there, of course, and the roaches are no good whatsoever versus mutas. Right now we only have the sentries and my one stalker, but we are going to hold our own, and once the Phoenix comes out, it's going to do its anti-air thing against the mutas, and that should be pretty good for us. And here we go, pylon right there. Increase my minerals to 52 per turn. Good. How are we doing up here? We've got our lurker, but it is going to be seen by the cannon, because cannons can detect invisible, so not fantastic. We are pushing back. Did they have to route the mutas? They routed the mutas up top, so we are now pushing bottom. They are going to be playing a game of trying to hold us off as much as they can with their air. It's not going to do them that much good, I don't think. Personal opinion, we shall see. It's just, mutas are not the best units to put in the middle there. They just are not the most powerful anti-air or air unit for that matter. So my sentries here are just tearing through them with my stalkers and his hydralisks. So right there, his mutas are dead, and we are pushing into their base while pushing into their base up top. So quite good for us, not as great for them. Again, going to use this opportunity, upgrade my pylon, get a little bit more income, trying to get as much income as possible. Then I'm going to start building more units. So almost time for more units, but I need that income. They are killing us on income 185. This guy's only at 55, but that is because we destroyed a bunch of their buildings. This one's at 185, so he's doing fantastic on income, and he is pretty much holding the other team, but we are pushing into their base right there. They are trying their best to push us down here. They are throwing in all the air units, all their hydralisks. We are going to have to do something about that, and that is where this next Phoenix comes in. As soon as this is available, I will sync them together. So now what I can do, well, as soon as I build more Phoenixes, what I'll be able to do is match his mutas with my Phoenixes, and I think the Phoenixes, maybe Scouts as well. Scouts are pretty good against mutas. Did they have to use another nuke? I think they had to use another nuke, and we took out their cannon, so it is going to be a rough ride for them. Let's build a Scout. Here. I like Scouts. They can attack ground and air. Phoenixes are pretty much air, although they can use their special ability to lift the unit into the air and then attack it that way. So here come my Phoenixes, and there go my Phoenixes because he redirected his air units up top. Repair bottom, of course, and let's put another cannon at the bottom. So we probably won't need to nuke because we will be able to repair it. And let's go ahead and chrono boost these. And repair. So with the chrono boost and with the repair, we should be perfectly fine. He does have quite a bit of units down here, but we do have 2 cannons, and we have people repairing them, and our own units are going to come out and do a lot of devastating damage. So there we go. And we're going to push him back, and then we are going to have to do something else. Now that we pushed him back, Colossi would be nice around this point. And Blue has decided to leave, so that's where most of the income was. No, actually, yes it was. That's where most of the income was for the other team, so unfortunately it does not look good for them. Let's put this guy over here, it doesn't really matter. Now it's just a matter of pushing into his base and actually getting them killed, which I think we'll be able to do in about a minute or two. So this has been actually, unfortunately, for the other team, it has been a very quick match, and that's what happens when you have people just leave at the beginning of the game. It sucks. It happens. If you get good enough players, they could actually pull it off with 2 people. It's possible, but it's just that much harder. And of course, if everyone's really good, I don't think it is possible. I think it becomes actually an unfair game at that point. But if you have 2 really good players against 4 average players, I think those 2 really good players could potentially win the game. So this is it. Colossi is going to come out, of course, but it's probably going to be too late. We will probably be able to push into his base. At that point, the Colossi are going to be devastating for the Zerg here, and I could have spawned more Storm Assassins if I wanted to. But I think this is going to be pretty much GG. We shall see. We are still being held back up top. That's interesting. He's doing a good job up there. And the Zerg down here, of course, are doing the best that they can. Let's not take this guy too lightly. Let's spawn some more Colossi. And he left the game, so alright. Never mind. It is a good game. And that was it. So that was a victory in Nexus Wars, but unfortunately it wasn't that fun because it's not fun when the other team leaves and you're not really playing against the possible players that you could play against. So we are going to return to the score screen. Where am I going? Return to quit. And I'm going to put a break right here, but I'm going to start up another game right away and see if we can get a better run of Nexus Wars. So I'm actually going to string these 2 videos together because there's no point. That was way too quick. And we'll see how it goes on the next game. Hey folks, we are back. Sorry about that. We're back with another Let's Play of... okay, fine, you can get top. With another Let's Play of Nexus Wars. Thanks to the power of editing, looks like no time has passed at all. And I am going to the bottom and I'm going to play Zerg because I don't play Zerg often enough. And frankly, I suck with Zerg. But it is fun to play, it is fun to try. Sometimes it's fun to fail. So... and that is actually why I play Dwarf Fortress, because dying is fun. Rally right above. Alright. So, let's see what happens. Spawn our Zerglings, and off they go. I don't know, sometimes I like building double Zerglings, sometimes I only build one, and just try to save up for a Roach. We'll see what happens. Let's see what the other team has to offer. They just kind of stopped there. That is interesting. That usually does not happen. And they waited for each other. That's nice. They're friendly. Okay, so at least one of the players is playing Toss. Candyman. Candyman, Candyman. Is that, if you say it 3 times, he appears in the mirror? I forget. And what is the top playing? Both are playing Toss on our side, and this guy's Toss and Zergling. And what do we have here? We have Terran and Protoss on the bottom. So Protoss, of course, Archons, Storm Assassins, what Colossi, what's the other one? Yeah, Colossi, really good against Zerglings. Well, and Zerg in general, not just Zerglings. And Thors, of course. But I can build roaches. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a roach.
Yes, sir.
So they're planning out their strategy up top, and I'm just swinging it and seeing how we do. Who do we have at the bottom? We have Ticker at the bottom with me, and he's got 542 wins to 541 losses, so almost a 50% ratio. But that is a lot of games under his belt. We have 11-11 here, good ratio here. How about these guys? 0 and 5, so not overly experienced up top. Good ratio on Candyman, 12 and 12 there, and decent ratio there for Scooby. So we shall see how we do. Alright, he's obviously building his Hellions because those are good anti-Zerg fodder. And are they building Zerg as well? He's got 2 Zerglings, interesting. So is he switching, building 1 Toss and then switching to Zerglings? Possibly. That is a possibility. It has been known to happen. We are waiting for that roach to spawn. And I'm thinking I could do Hydralisk, or I could do something else, but I'm thinking Hydralisk is a safe bet. So let's build a Hydralisk out the gate. And I'll just build it here.
I'm going.
And of course I hate Hellions. They are really good, but the Hydralisk should have some range on them and should be able to do some devastation and get them killed. Zealots are a pain in my ass. I'll say that right now. They have, with their shields, they can absorb a lot of damage, and so they are really good. Let's see if we can drive these guys back a little bit. So did he switch to Zerg? It looks like he switched to Zerg. He just built that Zealot just to be a prick. Well, actually, just because Zealots are really good, and they can absorb a lot of damage. We need to get rid of some of these Hellions, because they're just going to keep on pushing. Kill the Zealot. Hopefully we can kill his roach and push these Hellions back a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And we are now in control of this situation. How are we doing up top? We are doing alright up top. We've got our own Stalker. He's got sentries, roaches, Hydralisks up there. But we're doing pretty good in the bottom. We are starting to steamroll. So that is good. Don't let that slip. Gotta keep on building.
Under attack.
So let's build another Hydralisk. I like Hydralisks. I like turtles, but I also like Hydralisks. So we're going to build another Hydralisk and see what happens. And then we'll see what we need to counter. So we are going to watch the other guy, see if we need to counter anything. If hopefully they'll need to cannon for this, but I somehow doubt it. I think they'll be able to hold us off without a cannon. I'm hoping, though, that this will buy me enough time to build my own pylon and get my resources up quite a bit. They're doing good on resources. These guys, he built a pylon, so that explains why he's doing well on resources. So I'm hoping to pylon as soon as possible. And how are we doing up top? We are getting pushed back a little up top, so we'll see how it goes. We're doing alright in the bottom here. Hydralisk versus Hydralisk. Sentries, of course, are going to be nice with their shields. They'll be able to deflect some of that damage.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah.
Huh, alright. So,
Your forces
they're doing
are
their
under
thing.
attack.
I'll build my pylon down here. Next to his.
Yo.
We'll be pylon buddies.
Your forces are
So,
under attack.
let's see what they're doing up here. They've got a lurker, which is always annoying, but lurkers are just that. They're an annoyance. They're not an end-all, be-all to this. And they are pushing us on the bottom, but that's okay. resources are more important, so they're not doing that great resource-wise over here. 27, 28, we're doing really well on resources. And I think resources are going to be more important in the end because it will allow me to build more units in the very near future, which is exactly what I plan on doing. What's going on up here? Are they not going to cannon, it looks like, so let's see if I can go up here and help out, repair top. Of course we're going to repair top, but you need to build a cannon first for us to repair. Because that's how these things work. There you go, there goes a cannon. And now I can go up here and repair it. Of course, before I spend too much time up here, I do need to go and build my own units because they are going to push us on the bottom. So let's build, oh, I don't know, let's build another Hydralisk. A couple more Hydralisks. Hydralisks are just a good all-around unit, I feel. Did we lose the cannon? God damn it. Are you shitting me? We were doing well, and then we weren't. Yeah, this is your plan? So he upgraded Zealots. That's not enough. Can I sink these? Yeah, I'm gonna try to sink these. And we are probably going to need to cannon bottom in a second. And we should be fine in the bottom. I have no doubt we'll be able to hold up down here. In fact, I'm so confident I am going to upgrade my pylon in a second because really we're doing perfectly fine. So as soon as I'm able to, I will get that pylon upgraded. Come on. So that I can get more resources. And how are we doing up top? Well, we're pushing him back, but it wasn't pretty there for a minute. And at the bottom, we're doing alright. We're pushing him back. The Hydralisks are synced. They're going to take out his Hydralisks. And now we have more Hydralisk. And more other crap. So we are... And he's going Ghost, which is a good counter to just biological units altogether, to Zerglings especially. So, good for him. But I'll be able to counter that with other crap. I'm thinking we go air. At least one air unit. Just to give me that potential possibility for air if I want to. And then we'll figure out. He's going heavy ghosts, which is okay. Mortals will take care of them. Yep, they need to watch out for lurkers, of course. And I can go Ultralisk. I can do Viper if I wanted to.
Roger.
Or I can just go Broodlords, which might not be a terrible idea. If I go Broodlords, it'll basically force them to go air, because Broodlords are such a pain to deal with, and they can fire from a distance, and you gotta take them out. So, why don't they have sentries? They need to be able to detect those lurkers. Those lurkers are tearing them apart. What are you guys doing up top? Stop it. Whatever you're doing, stop it and do it better. Mortals, of course, but the Hydralisks are pretty good against Mortals. Mortals are good against Spectres because it doesn't matter. Ultralisks will be good against the Spectres because they're armored. So Ultralisks would not be a bad thing. Broodlords, of course, will do their thing. Tear into the ground units and we'll be able to take out that lurker or not. So that's annoying, but we do have sentries, and sentries will make sure that that lurker is not a problem for us. And we're going to push bottom. And they are getting ripped apart by these lurkers up top. I don't like that, of course, but not much I can do right now. Let's make sure I'm building my own units. Let's build a Hydralisk. And I might build another Hydralisk. So this will confuse them. Broodlords, Hydralisks, oh my. Of course, you don't want to spread out your units too much. You want to pick one and concentrate on, so we will see what we have to do. I'm waiting for them to play their hand, and then I will try to heavily counter it. So, right now, this is a pretty good combination. We should be able to take out their units. I like my Broodlord there, kind of doing stuff in the background, but hard to kill. He's got a lot of stuff in front of him. And there he goes with his anti-air. Huh. So now we shall probably lay down some corruptors. I'm thinking.
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
They're doing stuff in the middle, so I guess I can't really build middle.
Our allies' base is
Corruptors
under
are
attack.
grade AA, and so we shall be able to, once these are built, sync them up, and we shall be
Your
able to
forces are under attack.
do some damage with that. Now let's go help repair this cannon and see if we can get this stuff pushed back. We should be fine though. And we are in a weird situation right now because we don't have as much anti-air, so his air is kind of countering our air, but not a problem. My corruptors are going to come out in a minute and they will lay waste to his mutalisks, and after that the rest of the units should be able to take them out. Hydralisks, of course, are great against mutalisks as well, but not when there are specters and other things picking them off. So come on, corruptors, where are you guys? There you are.
Attack.
So they're doing that. Let's upgrade this real quick. I know it's not a good time to upgrade, but you know, it'll give me enough time before we get pushed back to do an upgrade and hopefully get much better income and then use that income to build more units. So I'm thinking more corruptors for the moment. And I'm going to start building, let's do another corruptor. Need some Scourge. Yeah, Scourge isn't bad, but I think corruptors are better. Yeah, fine, I'll build Scourge too.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's build some Scourge.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack.
It's very important to sync your Scourge, because if you don't, it's kind of...
Your forces
Corruptors,
are under attack.
it's important to sync all units,
Your
but
forces are under attack.
Scourge especially. And let's go ahead and repair the crap out of this cannon. I think we'll be able to hold him off though. Or not! Crap, he needs to upgrade. Alright, is he gonna nuke? I think we need to nuke. Shit! He nuked. That is bad. Lost our Hydralisks. Not good. Want to try to call nukes, and I was about to, and then... Yeah. So, come on, repair. At least we got this. This cannon repaired. Scourge is going to come out. He's got his own Scourge. That's okay. That's what happens.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's get these guys timed at least. And build some more Scourge. I'm going to build a crap load of Scourge to take out his air.
Yep.
Your forces are under attack.
Now nobody will have decent air because there's going to be Scourge everywhere. How do you like them apples? Alright, let's get them all synced up.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
And let's see how we're doing. We are slowly pushing him back, but the air battle is a tight one, so those Scourge will definitely help in just about a minute. He's got a carrier there, and we are not doing well up top. So let's go back down here. I did lose my Ultralisk, but that might not be a terrible thing. Let's get some... What do we have up here? Well, he's got sentries there, not sentries. He's got his carriers. I am gonna build some Broodlords.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's
Not
just
enough minerals.
do this whole air thing.
Move it.
Broodlords, Scourge are devastating. I'm waiting for them to spawn. Here we go. Let's watch the Scourge attack, and up top is obviously going to have to nuke in about a second. They do need some repairs, so let's go up here. We are set to auto repair, so hopefully... I do want to watch what's going on in the bottom, but I do want to make sure I'm helping out up top even more so. So let's repair this cannon. And they did have to nuke. My Scourge did some damage, obviously not enough damage, huh? So I'm going to need way more Scourge than that. Alright, fair enough.
Roger.
Got the message. Scourge it is.
Gotcha.
Your forces are under attack.
Will do.
nothing but
Forces
Scourge.
are under attack.
So there we go, and then I'm going to build a cannon actually because I don't want to get into a situation where we have to use another nuke.
Your
So
forces are under
let's
attack.
make sure we build a cannon and we can hold them off with a cannon. Here come my corruptors, but it's not going to be enough. But here come the Scourge. And is the Scourge going to be enough to get him pushed back? I think so. Well, to some degree at least. We are getting attacked up top, of course. Let's try to get these guys synced up as best as I can. They will actually sync like so automatically. And let's upgrade this cannon. Upgrade this. Nope, can't do it. Alright, let's build one of these. Let's start working towards a hero. I think at this point we need one. Pink is helping out up top, so Pink's pulling double duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Where are my flyers? Oops. No, don't upgrade that. Upgrade flyers, upgrade flyers. So get those guys upgraded a bit, get this upgraded a bit. Hopefully this will be enough. Scourge versus Scourge. Except I think I have more Scourge. So that is a good thing. Unfortunately he's got more Thors and a better ground game. But I think this should pull them off for a little bit at least. And I'm going to build more Scourge.
Are under attack.
So, there we go. One more. And that's the last one that I can possibly build, and let's go ahead and
Is under attack. Not enough
create some of this stuff.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
So we are holding him back, but barely.
Your forces are under attack. Our allies' base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
There we go. Scourge took care of that. Now we'll be able to take carriers. Will be able to take care of some of these Thors.
Our allies' base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I don't know what this guy's talking about. And we lost the person. Good. And I think we lost the top. Oh, fuck. Alright. So there that goes. Alright, so they wasted all their money on cannons and everyone's gone. So I think this is a good game. Yeah, so another disappointing round of Let's Play Nexus Wars. I love this game though. Despite losing sometimes twice in a row, it's a lot of fun. And it's a lot of fun to play. It's challenging. It's got a lot of replayability. And it's out there. So go ahead, jump on in. If you haven't already, play some Nexus Wars. You'll have fun. You'll enjoy it. And I will see you guys next time.